Good afternoon. This meeting of the Community Development Board is called to order. Welcome, everyone. Everybody would please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This board consists of 7 members and 1 alternate who are appointed by the City Council and serve voluntarily. I am Michael Butskas, and I will ask the other members and the staff to introduce themselves, beginning on my left.
Andy Park.
Aubrey Hotricourt.
Mike Mastersario.
Jay Daniel, attorney for the board.
Rosemary Call, City Clerk.
Matthew Midge, Assistant City Attorney.
Ted Kozak, Planning and Development.
Diane Antonelli.
Kurt Hendricks.
Michelle Chenault.
Andrew Hupp.
Please remember to turn off your cell phones so they do not become a distraction during the meeting. Please also refrain from having conversations in this room so that we might hear all the testimony given today. To ensure a complete record of this board's actions, we ask that each individual wishing to speak, including the applicant, speak into the microphone at the podium in front of us, clearly state your name and spell your last name for the clerk. Now I'll ask all those in attendance today who plan to speak to please rise and be sworn in by the clerk.
Raise your right hand. Do you affirm to tell the truth throughout your entire testimony? I do.
Thank you. Agendas of today's meeting are on the podium to your left near the entry door. Also on this podium are a roster of the Community Development Board, the list of city staff experts and their resumes, the board's rules of procedure, and the annual schedule of this board. Our first order of business is to review and approve the minutes from last month's meeting. If I had a chance to review them, if I could have a motion for approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item on our agenda is for matters that are not on our agenda. Is there any person here today wishing to address the board concerning any matter that does not appear on today's agenda? Seeing none, we'll continue on. This board has adopted a consent agenda format, and the consent items are identified as such on the agenda. Consent agenda items are those items for which the Planning and Development Department recommends approval, and the applicant is in agreement with any proposed conditions. Please note that written comments to the case that have been received to date do not result in an item being removed from the consent agenda. Items may be removed from the consent agenda today by a member of the board, a member of the staff, or any person in the audience for questions or objections. I'll read each item on the consent agenda, and if any person wishes to remove this item from the consent agenda, please so state or raise your hand, and we will remove it from the consent agenda. Items removed from the consent agenda will be heard in the regular order of the meeting. Items that remain in the consent agenda will be approved with a single vote as to each type of hearing. There are 5 matters, it looks like, on our consent agenda, so I'll read them. Item number 1 is FLD 2025-06015, flexible development approval of an existing 2,115 square foot commercial dock, accessory to 64 attached dwelling units in the high density residential district. Does anybody wish to have that matter removed from the consent agenda? Next item is FLD 2025-07016, flexible development approval for the conversion to personal vehicle storage in the commercial district as a comprehensive infill redevelopment project for the property located at 1446 South Missouri Avenue. Does anybody wish to have that item removed from consent agenda? Seeing none. Next item is FLD 2025-07018, flexible development approval for a detached dwelling in the low-medium density residential district as a residential infill project for the property located at 1035 Bay Esplanade. Does anybody wish to have that removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none. Next item is FLD 2025-07019 and PLT 2025-08002, flexible development approval for 5 attached dwelling units within the medium density residential district as a residential infill project along with 6-lot preliminary plat for the property located at 39 Turner Street. Does anybody wish to have that item removed? There being none. Next is FLD 2025-08020, flexible development approval for the conversion to a bar in the tourist district on the South Beach Clearwater Pass Character District of Beach by Design as a comprehensive infill redevelopment project for the property located at 696 South Gulfview Boulevard. Does anybody wish to have that item removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I believe these were all level 2s. Do I have a motion to approve the items in the consent agenda?
I move to approve the items. Do I have to do all the cases? Or not?
Second.
Second.
No, I meant, do I need to list all of the cases or just go ahead and say what's on the consent?
You don't necessarily need to list them, just please
Okay.
make
No,
sure we're
just read them,
using,
yeah.
please make sure we're using the substantive motion that you already have to include the incorporation of the staff report and the conditions of approval.
And Albert, before you make that motion, let me just ask, does any board member wish to disclose any ex parte communications on any level 2 applications on the consent agenda? Seeing none, okay, go ahead with your motion.
I move to approve all items on the consent agenda today based on the evidence of record, including the application on the staff report, and hereby adopt the findings of fact and conclusions of all law stated in the staff reports with conditions of the approvals as listed.
Second.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion? There being none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next, we move on to director's items. We have a couple of rule, meeting procedure, and citizen guides revisions in light of our approval last month of invocations. Staff want to present on that at all? or-
There's not much further to add. You should have in your packet the Citizens Guide that's going to be proposed to be updated to include the language, including as well as the procedures and the script for the meeting.
Does anybody have any questions of that? If
I just
not-
want to note that the rules of procedure are within this board's purview to adopt as it sees fit, so we're needing action on that. But in terms of the citizen guide, that's a kind of a city document that I just want to draw that distinction.
Okay, so the motion would include the rules of procedure and the script?
Yeah, the citizens guide does not fall within your jurisdiction to approve, disapprove. It's
Okay.
good to review, but good to know, but
Yeah. It
wouldn't
was-
require action on your
It was a
part.
fairly small change, so,
It's a small change.
okay. All right, so then, do we have a motion to accept the proposed changes to the rules and the meeting script?
I make a motion to accept the rules.
Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed?
Nay.
One nay. Motion carries. Anything else from the director?
Other than next month, there'll be a couple of text amendments would be on the docket, so.
Next time?
Next month, so there'll be level 3s for your consideration.
Can't hear you, sorry.
2 level 3s for your consideration will be next month's CDB, which pertain and relate to statutory changes in the state of Florida.
Good to know. Thank you for the heads up on that. Any board members wishing to be heard on any matters? That was quicker than I thought. Thank you then. This meeting is adjourned.
Wow.